Hi folks, welcome. This is the quest Thorn and Paw. It's part of the droid chain. This is another fairly quick quest, although I will show you some of the optionals here, which will take slightly longer, but not too long. There's a seed pod here next to the shrine. It's always there. Normally the seed pods are randomly placed, though it's not exactly random. There are preset locations around the dungeon where the pods could spawn, but there are more locations than actual pods, so sometimes they won't be there, and you're just gonna have to look for them. But once you run the quest a bunch of times, you will figure out where the spawn locations are, so you will know where to look. Here's one. I personally use the Q key a lot. It's basically, that's the key that selects the next object that is usable. So spamming it will most likely select any nearby pods right in front of you that you wouldn't normally see, because some of them are quite well hidden. This is also very useful in a lot of other quests. Here's another pod right here. Okay. Never been snared for so long before. Though it used to be a lot worse when this pack first came out. The druids could snare you like that for about 40 seconds, which was a guaranteed death if you didn't have anybody else with you. Freedom of movement prevents it though. Here's another pod here. There's a trap here. It can be avoided, but better to disable it. This is one of the possible locations for the fourth druid, part of the optional, the other optional. If there are a rest shrine and a resurrection shrine here, the druid will also be here. If not, it's going to be in the other possible location on the other side. We'll get there in a minute. Some of the seed pods are behind root walls, so they'll only be accessible once you destroy the corruption nodes, and you'll only be able to get them on your way back. Of course, if you're in a hurry, what you can do is go straight for the corruption nodes, destroy them, D-door back, do the same thing on the other side, and go straight for the final fight. It'll save you some time, but you'll miss out on the 2 extra chests. Only 1 seed left. And there it is. This part is also trapped. This is the 4th druid. In this little alcove there's also a bunch of breakables. There are breakables only in 2 places in this quest. If you want to get the ransack bonus, it's good to break those. The rest of the breakables are at the very end of the quest, so make sure you get them before you complete. The reason I do the optionals here is because the named items that drop from here, which are the Livewood Core, Dosum, and the Leaves of the Forest, which is a medium armor for druids, and wisdom based characters, they only drop from the optional chests. They don't drop from the end chest, so if you want any of them, you are going to have to do the optionals. If for some reason you're still missing a spore pod, this is the last location that you can find it in. After this point there are no more pods. As you can see, larger enemies like the this bear here will sometimes not face you if you move to the side. This is one way of avoiding their more devastating attacks. Just every time they face you, just move to the side a little bit and you should be okay. Destroying the last of those corruption nodules will spawn some bears. You gotta be careful if you're doing epically not to do that while the all the other trash is still up, otherwise you get overwhelmed. This is the actual end chest that I just looted. And back here are the optional ones. We have ransack now, so talking to the druid will end the quest. Make sure you have your voice on. Keep in mind you're gonna have to wait a few seconds before you get your XP. That's it. Thank you for watching.